A young girl bolts from a foster home, and when police catch up, she doesn't ask to go back. She says she's afraid, not of strangers, of the person waiting at home. What she tells officers next is hard to process. A closet, days locked inside, a taser, and scissors held to her throat.
Scissors to her throat, talking about pulling you off of her and you telling her you would have killed her.
That's when we had an altercation.
Right.
We had an altercation.
With scissors? How are they hurting you? Eating too much?
No.
It's 2 p.m. in Piedmont, Oklahoma, where police find a runaway child who reveals some alarming information.
Don't run or I'll chase you and put you in handcuffs. I know you don't. Let's go talk about it. But until you're in my car, we're not talking. Stand up. Stand up! Yes. Are you going to listen? Yes. I don't want to yell at you. I want to be nice to you, but I'm not going to chase you. Like, I'll tackle you before you have time to run. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to do all that. I want to help you and figure out why you ran away and all that, but...
Can we talk about it at the police station?
We can talk about it in my car first. Yeah. Okay. Do you need it? Is this any of your stuff? Okay. Let's go to my car. I have located her.
Clear, I'm located her. I will call and cancel.
Clear. I'm just going to go around this building. Start. What's going on? Why'd you run away?
I don't want to be there.
Why not?
She's scared.
She's scary? Who?
The one who takes care of us.
What's her name?
Tina.
Is that your mom? Yeah. What's scary about her?
I'm scared to get in trouble because she goes to the extreme. She goes very far when she gets into trouble.
Like what? What happens when you get in trouble?
Sometimes she locks us in a closet.
Locked you in a closet? For how long?
The longest I've been here has been like 4 days.
4 days? When did that happen? Most recently?
It was last year. It was around Easter.
And what did you get in trouble for that made that happen?
I was sneaking my sister's food.
You were making them food?
I was sneaking my sister's food that she gets from school.
Why'd you get in trouble for that?
Because I'm not supposed to.
Make food?
No, my sister, my little sister, she was bringing like snacks from school.
Yeah.
And I was having her keep it in the bedroom so I could have some. And so when she figured it out, she tased me and locked me in a closet for 4 days.
She tased you?
Police waste no time investigating the child's claims and question their foster mom, identified as 43-year-old Tina Ramirez. Let's see what she has to say.
Have you ever locked your kids in the closet?
No.
Okay. Why would they tell me they've been locked in the closet?
All of my kids said that.
More than one.
No. I've never locked any of my kids in the closet.
Okay. I found this letter, and I'm sure you've read it. It was in your closet.
Oh, yes.
Tell me about these letters.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, why is she saying all this horrible stuff is happening to her if...
She does that. It's how she vents.
Right. I mean, is it the truth?
I mean, those are old. I wouldn't know. Like,
She's talking about being beat up. She's talking about having scissors to her throat. Talking about pulling you off of her and you telling her you would have killed her.
That's when we had an altercation.
Right.
We had an altercation.
With scissors?
No, there was no scissors. She was coming at me.
Okay.
But we can't pull it off because she was holding my hair.
Okay.
Right? And, yeah, that did happen. That did happen, yes.
How do you discipline these kids? I mean, I know we talked about it earlier. Do you spank them?
No.
Do you hit them?
No.
Ever?
No. I've had altercations before.
Yeah.
There's been more than one. There's a time she ripped my necklace off of me, okay? And I held her. Tantrums, kick and punch.
Yeah.
I had to hold her down.
Okay.
Okay? Other than that, no.
Typically, what does dinner look like here?
I don't cook every single night, but dinner, the kids will do either Most of the time, the little ones like pizza, Hot Pockets, chicken nuggets, cup of peanut butter and jelly. The big girls.
Jade, you want a flashlight?
Like, I just did beans.
If you need it, I don't know.
I just did beans the other day.
You heard that right. Police uncovered a letter from one of the kids detailing the alleged abuse, including an incident where Tina allegedly held scissors to the child's neck. But that is far from the end of this story.
The little ones eat at school, but the big ones, I'm getting up late and I ain't getting the time to work and everything. I make sure they get milk, if not cereal.
Tell me about this.
Okay. This one right here, I did take away the drinks from her because she was sneaking them.
Is not letting up.
Are you feeding those kids enough?
Enough? Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What would be enough? Is 3 times a day enough?
Okay.
2 to 3 times a day?
So,
because sometimes, like I said, in the morning, the girls will just have a glass of milk. Okay? But they have lunch and they have dinner. They never skip that.
Okay.
Never.
We're circling right back around to, if they're not skipping meals and if they're getting fed enough, I wouldn't be able to see their bones through their skin like that.
Yeah. So maybe, I should take them to the doctor.
Absolutely, I think you should have taken them to the doctor. You know, especially if they're skinny because there's something wrong with them. You know, if they're skinny because there's something wrong with them, they need to go to the doctor. If they're skinny because you're not feeding them, you need to go to prison. Right?
Right.
As the questioning continues, Tina takes a, let's just say, interesting approach, pointing the blame elsewhere.
But you haven't fed them enough either.
Okay.
Look at them. It breaks my heart. When I found that girl and she stood up, Tina, I don't know how you stay here with her like that. She's tiny.
She covers herself. She's always covering herself.
But that doesn't mean it's not there.
I know, but she covers herself. She does. I've been trying to get her to do more, drink more, eat more, and everything. Give her Gatorade. Said, maybe you need some electrolytes. I did. Started buying more oranges and apples. Nutrients. Bought more canned food. Hey, you need to eat some vegetables. I have.
And then you keep it all locked up and you don't let them have snacks until you get home.
Well, I'm always home.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah. But I let them always choose. What do you want to eat? It's their choice. They choose.
Tina, please. I really am not trying to be mean to you.
I know you're not. You're doing your job.
Whenever you say things to me like, I let them eat, I let them choose, I let them this, like all I can think about is looking at how skinny they are. So like they're not, and they haven't gone to the doctor, and there's locks on everything in this house, and I can't even count the cameras. I haven't started to. Like these kids.
They were for protection at first.
Oh, well, I get.
Like I said, I started putting them in certain places because we had to.
And I get, having them so the kids don't run away. But now that I've been here, I kind of understand why the kids are running away. I don't blame them. I'd be running away too. Like, I just want to eat. Like,
but when I've asked them why they ran away, it was never had to do anything with that.
Tina, they're not going to tell you because you're starving them.
Let's take a moment and rewind to earlier in the day when Tina was singing a different tune.
This year, I threw a Halloween party for the kids. It was really cool. I bought a bunch of Halloween decor, and I bought a projector, a huge 84-inch projector, because I bought the screen. But I had bought a projector Black Friday the year before. I hadn't used it yet, so I did like cool stuff, decorated cupcakes, cool candies, and then set that up for them. Happiest kids ever. They're like best mom ever, and they loved it. They went to school talking about it and everything. So it was a lot of fun. I wanted to do the projector out here, but I was like, I don't know if that's okay to do.
Hours later, the quote, best mom ever, is not exactly living up to that title as the interview continues.
Why is all the food locked up?
To keep them from sneaking it, stealing it, things like that.
Why?
The freezer, you notice, isn't locked up. They don't usually get in the freezer and mess with that stuff, but the stuff that they can grab quick,
Let me ask you a question.
that's why.
What is wrong with letting them, I understand keeping some control over it because I've got 4 kids, I have to do that myself, but I do that through parenting, not putting locks on everything. I understand that these are some devious, hang on, let me finish. Wait, just let me finish my thought, please.
No, absolutely.
I understand you got some devious kids causing problems, you got to take that extra step, I get
Yes.
it. But like their cameras, locks. They're running away constantly. They're writing letters, but like because they're out of options. They don't know what else to do anymore. Like they're expressing their feelings on paper because they've got no one to talk to because they don't go to school and they don't go to counseling and they don't go to the doctor and all they do is sit around here and get starved. And what am I supposed to tell anybody that asks me why you shouldn't go to prison? What do I tell somebody, Tina? Because I just didn't feel like taking them to the doctor?
No.
You've got $60,000, $80,000 cars in the garage, but you can't afford enough food, so you lock it up.
The interview keeps going on in circles until the officer decides he's had enough.
Let's reconvene tomorrow, because I'm getting frustrated and that's unprofessional. Okay. And I apologize for that.
Actually, you know what? You're doing your job.
Thank you.
You're doing your job.
Thank you, Tina.
You're absolutely welcome. And you said my sister was on her way?
Jade, sister's
yes,
coming?
Ma'am, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're not going to leave. We're just going to quit this interview so I can calm down.
You're okay.
I appreciate you speaking with me.
No, I appreciate you. You have, I'm going to let you know, you have been very nice throughout this whole process. Something like this can be very uncomfortable, all of it from the beginning. And since you walked in my door, you have made this process comfortable.
I'm glad.
You're doing your job,
right.
Okay? That's your job. Serve and protect, right? I can't be mad at that, all right? Her job, same thing. Serve and protect, right? I understand. I do. Okay. It looks bad. It does.
It's because it is bad, Tina.
It does.
It doesn't look bad. It is bad.
Yeah.
The police are here doing a search warrant and DHS is taking your kids.
I know.
It's bad.
And that's you know what, I'll tell you something. Those two older ones have been taken from DHS.
I know. And
not
they're
only from their bio parents, but a foster kid.
And they're terrified.
Foster, they've been taken out of foster care before because that foster home got investigated. And then the third home, that they didn't want them, so they felt not wanted. And
now the fourth home.
And
how do they feel here?
I hate that.
And so these kids have run away over and over again, but it's wild. And I didn't think we would have this conversation because it's not normal for us to have this conversation. But it's crazy. These kids want to run away, but they're also scared of me to take them away. They don't want to be here, but they're scared to end up with some worse foster family.
They've told me the reason they don't want to be here because they're tired of hurting everybody. They're tired of hurting.
How are they hurting you? Eating too much?
No. Just putting me through the things that they have put me through.
What did they put you through?
Like, I told you she scratched my car. She got mad. She got angry.
She's a child.
Before leaving, the officer has one last question for Tina that reveals even more unsettling details.
Oh, I guess I do need to ask you a couple more questions.
Yes.
Several of your kids confirmed that you have tased one of these kids with that taser.
No, as I was telling her earlier, we do the bzz, 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 right?
Yeah.
And we even do it with the dogs. Bzz, bzz, bzz. So physically, bzz, no, I'm not.
Like how close have you put it to the kids?
One time I got real close on accident because we were playing around. But as far as, no.
Okay, then the bzz, bzz, bzz game, like how close are you?
Oh, not that close.
I know, but you're not telling me the distance, like with inches? I think 6 inches is what you just showed
Yeah,
me.
we pop it. Like, oh, it's like, did you find it?
I did.
Yeah, it's little. It don't hit them.
Tina admits to holding a taser near the kids, even, quote, accidentally tasering one in the eye. Police found that same, quote, small taser in an earlier search of the home. Take a look.
Yep. I guess that's coming with me.
But that's not all.
You need me to open the pantry? Fingerprinted?
Oh no, compressed mode.
You do need me to open the pantry?
Officers found locks on the pantry and refrigerator doors. Investigators also found a pepper spray holster, multiple cameras placed around the home, and logs documenting the kids' activities. Days later, police returned to the home, and this time, it's not just a talk.
Okay. You and Anthony are coming with me. We're going to jail today.
We're going to jail?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm just being straight with you. I don't want to argue and fight and all that, but that's what's going on this morning.
Okay.
So get some shoes on, what you need to do, and then we're going to head out.
Okay, I'll get dressed.
Okay. I'm not going to stay out here, though. I'm going to come in just so I make sure you don't.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay.
I'm glad you're here. At some point, you and I need to sit down and talk about this environment and your involvement in all of this. Your name has come up several times in my investigation, but you and I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and talk. You and I as well are going to have to sit down and talk. You're coming with me this morning. So go ahead and set your stuff down. You already got shoes on and everything? All right, put your stuff down right there. And turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Do I just,
You just go to jail, that's all.
I'm not. I'm
Hold
just
that for me.
trying to- yeah.
Yep, you just stand right there and be helpful.
That back door won't hold that dog.
Okay, I know. I'll put him in his cage.
No.
Oh. Loki.
Loki the husky. You're not gonna get the chain?
I was just making sure you had shoes on. You got shoes on? All right.
Yeah. That back door won't hold that husky.
She can take care of that, right?
Okay.
Let's go with him to his car.
Can she give me water? Because my mouth is really dry since I'm just waking up. Can she give me
You can
water?
get a drink of water. Yeah, that's
Give me
fine.
water. My purse is right there. Okay?
I don't think your hands are going to be back here.
No.
I'm going to get them in front of you, though.
Yeah. And can I take this or
Well,
give it to her?
You can give it to her or whatever you want to
Okay.
do.
Well, you carry this for me?
If you want me to, or you can carry it right there.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
You can lock those so that, they don't get tight when you put your
Thank
hands down. Separate them real quick. I can't see in there.
To turn that off, you just say, hey, Ziggy, stop.
Okay.
Okay?
This way.
The dogs. What happens with the dogs?
You're going to have to sort that out with one of your family members or something.
Okay.
We don't have any animal control here in the city of
you
Piedmont
don't?
now. It's really surprising. We'll be in touch, okay?
Do I go on the opposite side?
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can't send you guys back there.
Okay.
You got to take what? Is there room for both of them? Okay.
You want me to open it?
Oh, I thought he was going to do it. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, put yourself in there. Sorry about that.
What you just watched is not a story about a single bad moment. It's about a system of control that slowly replaced care. When police first encountered this case, it didn't begin with a search warrant or an arrest. It began with a child running and saying she was afraid to go home. From there, the story unfolded in layers, not all at once, not dramatically, but through patterns: repeated runaways, visible malnutrition, restricted food access, no medical care for years, locks, cameras, letters. None of those details alone automatically prove abuse, but together, they form something far more important than a single allegation. They form consistency. And in investigations like this, consistency matters more than emotion. One of the most important things to notice in this case is the contrast between what was said and what was seen. Tina repeatedly stated that the children were fed, that they were given choices, that discipline was misunderstood. But police weren't evaluating tone or intent, they were evaluating outcomes, and the outcome was visible on the children's bodies. When an officer says, "I can see their bones," that's not an opinion, it's an observation. When a caregiver says they suspected parasites but didn't seek medical care for years, that's not confusion, that's a decision. This case didn't hinge on whether Tina believed she was doing the right thing. It hinged on what the children were experiencing in reality. A common misconception is that abuse must be loud, explosive, or constant. But what this case highlights is something quieter and often more dangerous: control. Food locked away, cameras tracking movement, children monitored instead of guided, punishment replacing structure. Even when physical violence is denied or minimized, deprivation itself becomes the weapon. The officer put it plainly when discussing food theft. Children who experience prolonged scarcity don't steal because they're dishonest. They steal because their bodies have learned that access isn't guaranteed. That behavior isn't defiance, it's survival. The handwritten letters found in the home are critical, not because they're emotional, but because they're consistent over time. Writing becomes a last outlet when talking isn't safe, complaints aren't believed, help doesn't arrive. Children don't document fear for entertainment, they do it when there's nowhere else for it to go. And when those written accounts align with physical conditions, repeated runaways, environmental controls, they stop being stories and start becoming evidence. This case is also about something that often gets overlooked: failure to act. Anthony, the husband, didn't present as overtly abusive. What he presented as was absent. Absent from feeding routines, absent from medical decisions, absent from protection, and that matters. In child welfare cases, harm isn't limited to what someone does, it includes what they allow to continue. You don't have to create a harmful environment to become responsible for it. Living in it and doing nothing is sometimes enough. One of the most important lines in this entire video wasn't shouted, it wasn't dramatic. It doesn't look bad, it is bad. That sentence marks the shift from uncertainty to accountability, because at that point, the investigation had moved beyond claims and counterclaims. It was grounded in physical evidence observed, conditions, admissions, and patterns over time. This is where cases like this stop being debates and start being decisions. This case matters beyond this household for several reasons. First, abuse doesn't always come from biological parents. It can occur in foster systems meant to protect. Second, neglect is not passive. It is an active choice repeated over time. Third, children don't run away repeatedly from safe environments. They run because staying feels worse than leaving. And finally, good intentions, if they existed, do not override outcomes. Care is measured by results, not explanations. Section 8. What to watch for in real life. Cases like this often share warning signs. Excessive control masked as discipline. Food restriction framed as choice. Medical neglect justified by inconvenience. Surveillance replacing supervision. Children appearing fearful, withdrawn, or hyper-focused on food. Recognizing these patterns early is how harm gets interrupted before it escalates. At the time of reporting, both Tina and Anthony were charged with multiple counts of child abuse and neglect. Tina faced additional charges related to assault with a deadly weapon. The children were removed from the home and placed under protective care. As always, the legal process will determine final outcomes. What matters here is that intervention happened, and it happened because someone listened when a child ran. If you find value in seeing these cases broken down calmly and clearly, not sensationalized, not rushed, consider supporting the channel. Watching, subscribing, or sharing helps keep these stories focused on facts, accountability, and awareness, not outrage. And if this case disturbed you, here's something to keep in mind. This wasn't discovered through advanced technology. It wasn't exposed by an anonymous tip. It started with a child running, and someone asking why instead of sending her back. In the next case, you'll see what happens when officers don't ask that question, and how long abuse can continue when warning signs are ignored. Because sometimes, the most dangerous situations aren't hidden. They're explained away. Stay with us.